Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name's Frank, and I think it's time for an update video. So two things you're probably noticing right away. A, the highly improved camera quality. I finally figured out how to dial in my GoPro by getting a new camera. I've been wanting to kind of take my footage up a notch a little bit, and if you haven't noticed, the suit's done. And if you've seen the release video, awesome. Go check that out. There's a link for it down below. The suit's done-ish, and we'll kind of talk about that in a little bit. But first, I want to cover a couple things, like the new camera. I got my hands on a Sony a660 vlogger camera, I guess you could call it. It was one of like the top rated cameras. It was time to upgrade. This GoPro Hero 8 is great, but it just wasn't the best for the type of stuff I was trying to film. Things were getting blurry and grainy as I tried to get in and show details, and it was just time to upgrade a little bit more. I am still gonna use this Hero 8 for, you know, a little quicker on the roll, kind of on the fly things. This thing is still gonna come in handy, but now I have a much nicer camera to kind of deal with. I got a nice package deal with like a gimbal and all this stuff, and it's just absolute quality. There's more to come with that. I've actually been thinking about making just a quick video eventually about all the equipment I've been using and what I've upgraded, things I like and don't like, but we'll talk about that later. Check out the new backdrop. So we did a little bit of rearranging. Thank you wifey for helping me with this, you know, this great idea. It was really her idea to do all this, to have a little bit more space for the suit, for the streams, for the videos, and it's a much nicer backdrop. What I ended up doing was moving the two Gundam cases over there, and this is still a little bit of a work in progress with a little bit of a cork board and like an idea board. This will be a little bit more decorated, but the point was to get rid of a lot of the clutter that was sitting over here, and it really helped a lot. Some of the displays on top are still in work, and there's tons of videos to come about everything that's going on up here and over here and what's all that, and you know, there's some cool stuff going on here, but let that be a surprise as we get to it. Like I said, guys, the suit's like done. It looks a little janky right now on the armor stand. Every time I put it on and off the armor stand breaks just a little bit more. I have to revise it. It's PVC pipe with duct tape. I am gonna rebuild it so it's a much more natural pose and stance. Yeah, so it looks a lot better. There's more room now. I kind of had the arms really tucked in because I just didn't have the room between the display cases. Now I have that room. So whenever I update that, I'll make sure I make a video on that, because a lot of you guys have asked, like, how do you make the armor stand? Go check out the release video. It would mean so much to me, guys. It came out so great. I'm so very happy with it. And the reason I made this release video was because, if you haven't seen on Instagram or any of my posts or anything like that, I've actually been accepted into the Comic-Con at Home online Masquerade. I think I got a little choked up, and I might have started to tear up when I got the email back saying I got accepted. There aren't words to like, just all of this. Like, for those of you who don't know, the people who run San Diego Comic-Con, SDCC, and Anaheim Comic-Con, WonderCon, they're Comic-Con.org. They're the ones who run these, and instead of doing a in-person Comic-Con this year because of the whole thing going on, they're doing an online Comic-Con at Home. And if I say Comic-Con one more time, it's going to lose meaning, and I apologize for that. But it was an online Masquerade. They took 50 applicants. You had to submit an application. They reviewed it. Was the quality good? Was whatever. I got in. So I had to make a release video. However, when I got in, the suit still wasn't done. The cod piece wasn't painted. The wiring wasn't done. That helmet was not done at all. I had to do so much in literally 24 hours. Finish the suit, rearrange the room, move everything, get everything set up, film, get the suit on, film, record, upload. Thank you, Kayla, for like helping me with that. It's been amazing. So there's also a link for the Comic-Con at Home whole event down below. It's panels and streams and giveaways and talks and everything you would expect, and it's all free, so you guys can just tune in. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to stream live while a lot of it's going on, hang out for the weekend, talk, and do all this stuff. So we'll figure out what's going on with that. More to come on that. Check Instagram. I will be posting a lot more about it there, or the Discord. So just stay tuned for that. I'm very, very excited about this, guys. Like, it's the closest I'll ever get to San Diego Comic-Con. I'll probably never be able to afford to go there, let alone afford to be able to get in. I live overseas. It just probably would never line up. And even though this isn't like actually SDCC, it's the closest I think I'll ever get to anybody of that caliber paying mind to what I've done. And it's an honor. So thank you everybody who's helped in all of this. I'm excited. There's prizes, there's recognition, it's gonna be great. So moving on to other things, I got my hands on not one, but two Ender 5 Pluses. And I know what you're thinking, what the hell, how did you do that? This is just weird timing. For those of you that remember, I actually won an Ender 5 Plus, yeah, this one, because it's empty. I won an Ender 5 Plus through the DO3D's first giveaway contest, and that's actually how the Star Boost files got released. My post had the most likes and upvotes and whatnot, and somebody else actually won. There were 2 first place winners, which was kind of cool. So they made and released the Star Boost armor, which I'm working on, and that's buried in the closet. And I won an Ender 5 Plus. The reason it's taken so long to get here is because they couldn't ship it overseas. So they had to actually send me the money, and I ordered it from a European distributor, Banggood.com actually, and it finally arrived. However, while waiting for all of that, I actually struck a deal with Creality, and they've agreed to do a little bit of a collaboration project with me. And I haven't really told anybody about this, but what I'm going to be doing is taking this Ender 5 Plus, recording myself, building it, unboxing it, reviewing it, and I'm going to be making an entire Iron Man bust with just this Ender 5 Plus. It's going to be a whole YouTube series dedicated to, if you got your hands on an Ender 5 Plus, what could you do in a short amount of time, and what could you, how would it look and how would it come out? So it's, like I said, it's going to be a bust, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do the Mark 85. I might, because it's kind of my staple at this point, but we'll see. But it's going to be a helmet, most of the chest, the shoulders, and maybe some of the biceps. And I think that's a pretty feasible, cool little project for something as actually large as an Ender 5 Plus. Now, if you guys want to go see me build one live, I did a live stream unboxing of this Ender 5, and it was the one from DO3D. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but since this one's going to be part of another build series with Creality, we'll call this one the DO3D one. I've actually already thrown some upgrades on it. I already threw an all-metal extruder on it, a upgraded Bowden Capricorn tube, and it's cool. I like it already. So there's going to be a nice review build video on this, but it's going to be in the form of the Creality sponsored videos, which I'm finally happy that they have agreed to work with me on something like this, and it's really cool. So I have 2 Ender 5 Pluses now, and they are huge printers. It's an awesome design. I've only gotten 2 prints off on it so far, but yeah, it's going to be cool. But wait, what's that? Is that another printer? This is actually a Soooo S8 3D printer, and this I'm very surprised about. I was talking to one of the Soooo reps on Amazon or Facebook, and I just kind of mentioned, like, hey, my entire suit is printed in Soooo PLA Plus. Like, it'd be cool if I could, like, review maybe one of your guys' printers or something. Like, what can you guys do for me? And I actually didn't think he was serious when he said he was sending me a printer, and he did. So thank you, Max. This is cool. Now I have 7 printers. That's too many for me. So what I've decided to do with this Soooo S8 is I'm going to open it, I'm going to build it, I'm going to print something with it, do a nice review and unboxing and build tutorial on it, and then I'm going to print maybe an Iron Man helmet. I got a couple sitting over that need to be finished. And then I'm actually going to give this printer away. So stay tuned for that. There's details coming on that soon. I'm not sure the month I'm going to do that, maybe next month, but depending on how long it takes me to film this, I have a lot of other stuff going on. It might just get left in a box for a little bit. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, so I'm going to be giving this entire Soooo S8 printer away because A, I don't have room for it, and B, I don't have room for it. So congratulations to the future winner. But some of you might be wondering, but wait, where are your printers? Because didn't they used to be there? Like, what happened? Where'd they go? We actually moved them to another room in the house because we weren't using this guest room anyway. The state of the world kind of restricted people coming to visit us, and it was just taking up space. So we converted this room into a little bit of a print room. Now my game room doesn't get as hot. I can film in there, I can do stuff in there, and all of this isn't in the way. We're still trying to get rid of a extra mattress we have, and then I'm gonna be able to extend this out.
And this is basically the same setup we had in there. This is the Ender 5 Plus I was talking about. It is actually a really big printer. It's almost as imposing as the Max. Yeah, so I'm gonna have 2 of these set up, and I'll end up having 6 printers total. I might cut that back down. I'm actually trying to get my nephew a 3D printer, so I'm either gonna buy him an Ender 3 or just send him this one, and that's already been discussed with the appropriate parties. So I'll have 5 or 6 printers, all actually pretty large. But this gives me a lot more workspace. I also got my hands on a green screen that's actually gonna go up on this wall, and I'll have a nice spot to take really nice photo shoots. And I'm really excited about that. I have my, once the Ender is off the table, I have my vinyl cutting station. I have my shirt maker and heat press. So this will be like my little maker area that'll help really speed the process of everything up. And of course, I got my hands on another, you know, little letterboard sign. What is that? What they're called? Yeah, this is so cool. Let's take a minute and just really look at the suit here. Just, I'm so happy with it. I mean, it doesn't look too much different than what was in the last update video. It's just on an armor stand. Like I said, it's falling apart a little bit. That's the old cod piece. That's the new cod piece. It doesn't fit on the armor stand, and I'm glad I kept it because it does fill in the gaps here a little bit. I just got to get it to sit there better. The legs are a little wonky. The arms are too long, so there's gaps. I do want to fix this, but just, and I hope you can appreciate the upgraded camera quality too, because this is just magnificent. And this gimbal works great. This is really, this is really awesome. This is the whole gimbal setup. It's a little hard to see, I know, with the light behind, but it works great. Hi, Mom. I have a little bit of a cool display going on here. This is actually this Iron Man Mark 1 helmet for anybody who or Mark 1, the Mark 1 helmet's over there. This Iron Man Mark 85 helmet right here, it has no eyes in it right now. I had to gut them for another project, but the new ones are sitting right here ready to be installed. Where are they? There they are, hiding under there. Say hi to Baby Group. This is actually gonna be the giveaway prize for my August MVPs. And if you're curious on what an MVP is, they're either my patrons or people who are heavily contributing to my Discord channel. So head over to the Discord, this is my Discord plug obviously, to find out what an MVP is and how you can become one and help donate to the channel and support the channel. Go look at the Patreon if that's something that interests you. And I already appreciate, I think we're up to 17 or 18 patrons right now. I should know this, my bad. And I'm bad with numbers, so that's kind of my fault too. But like, I have to sell less stuff. I don't really need to build and sell those helmets now. I can use those for giveaways. Like, I'm getting printers. The Patreon's going great. Like, guys, this is amazing. Like, this hobby, you guys are supporting this all, and I can make videos. I can make cool, obscure things. You've probably already been able to figure out what they are. I can make cool one-off projects. I can focus on all of this. I can be worthy. So, thank you. This is just nutty. Like, the place that this has gotten all to, I can't say thank you enough. So yeah, if you're an MVP watching this is my original Do3D Mark 85 helmet. This helmet that was going to go on the suit. It is a little tight fitting, as you've seen me wear, but I have a pretty big head, so it should fit you, and it's all magnetic and it comes apart. It's going to be a really cool prize. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. It's taken some damage through some photo shoots, but this is the Akira Yuming CG Trader helmet at 94%. And this helmet is just beautiful. This is also magnetized just like that one. This one isn't motorized. The motorized helmet's sitting in there. It's not quite done yet, but just look at it. I'm sorry this is a long update video, but there's just so much going on. Also got my hands on some more Dragon Ball Z figures for literally anybody who cares. I won't spend too long on this one, but I got my hands on some dueling Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Majin Vegeta figures, which are absolutely stunning. The detail on them is just, focus, great. And then Super Saiyan God, Goku and Vegeta. Just got a Super Saiyan 2, I guess a Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, or Adult Gohan. Got a cool little Kingdom Hearts figure. I got a couple more on the way. I'm liking my little Dragon Ball display that's going on over here. This thing's also cool. This was modeled by one of my MVPs. And if you guys know what this is the Dagger of Time from Prince of Persia. Now, there's two things to note. This is from the movie. Unfortunately, the bad movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. However, it's a really cool dagger. Like it's actually just a very cool look. Sorry about the focus. It's just having a little bit of a struggle bus right now. And he actually modeled this because I kind of asked him, was like, hey man, like the dagger time would be awesome. So I'm printing this. There's going to be a whole build video on this. It has to be built in a pretty specific way. And this is getting printed completely on my Ender 3. And it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, so more to come to that. He is selling the file on CG Trader. If you're already interested in the Dagger of Time, I'll drop a link down below. Right now, it's only for display. Half of it's literally only half. So, you print it and you put it on a wall as a display piece, or you lay it on, whatever. He is working on a full version that is a dagger you can hold. So that's pretty cool. I'm a huge Prince of Persia fan. All the games are awesome. Yeah, it's such a cool story. If you've never played it, go play it. The trilogy, the first 3 are incredible. And would you just look at this thing? This is the DO3D Mark I Iron Man helmet. And I just recently got done with it. I'm literally filming a build video for it right after this. I have tons of footage, the sanding, the painting, the welding, all of it. And this goes with my Mark 85 display, and I love how this thing came out. I wanted it to look metal and dull and worn. It's not a finished prop. It's not a flashy. It's supposed to look like he built it in a cave with a box of scraps. So I think I did a good job with that. There's actually a welder's helmet in there, a little band. And I still need to, the last thing I need to do is figure out how I'm gonna get it to stay open, but that really doesn't, I don't think that'll affect the build video, because if you guys just wanna print it for display, it's perfect. I love how this thing came out, and it's nice to see this next to the Mark 85 helmet, and that'll be in the build video. See, when I said I had a lot to talk about, I wasn't kidding. I got just a bunch of bullet points here trying to remind me. And 2 things I just remembered. That's another thing I just got done with. That is, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. That's a sword I just got done with. And some of you already know what it is. Some of you don't. There's a video coming out for that, so be excited for that. Because right now I'm the only one with this 3D printed, because the modeler who made my Buster Sword, 3D Dutchy, he actually modeled this sword just for me because no one else did. It didn't exist, and this is also going to be on CG Trader, but I'm not going to post that link until the build video is done, and I'm very proud of this thing. I'm not totally happy with the metallic finish on the blade. I still like it. It was a really cool little modular build, and I think it needs a little bit more work, but it still looks really cool on the wall, and it is a nice strong sword. So if you know what that is, drop a comment and see if you're right. If you guess it right, I will definitely let you know, but I'm not going to say in the video.
And last but not least, Star Boost, the Mark 39 build. Now that this is pretty much done, like there's a couple little things I still need to tweak so it's a little bit more comfortable to wear. But Star Boost is back on. I'm gonna resume printing once I get done with just a couple little things. I know I said I already did, but just the Comic-Con thing took over, so I apologize for that. Star Boost is back in production, and I should be able to cut. I know 1 or 2 of you who I've talked to already have all of it printed, so you did pass me. So I got to catch up. So we're going to see if I can catch up and pass you guys and run into all the problems that hopefully you haven't ran into yet, and we can all figure this out together. So I'm really excited about that too. Star Boost is going to be cool. There's another big project coming up. It's in the works, way bigger than anything I've ever done, and bigger than I think a lot of people have ever done. So keep your ears out for that. I think that does it, guys. I know that was long-winded and I wasn't too specific about any one thing. There's more videos for that. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you guys being patient. Thank you so much for all of this. If you're watching this, you're probably already subscribed. So thank you for the support. Thank you my MVPs, my patrons, my mods, everybody. I'm trying to funnel this back. I'm trying to do helmets and giveaways, and I have more tutorials coming out. Work's been crazy. This has been crazy. So I can hunker down, make more tutorials, and really start populating the channel with even more content that you guys would like to see. So if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments, hit me up on Instagram, join the Discord, it's free, and I think that kind of does it. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.